Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Integration Simplified. In today's video, we are going to set up a .NET 8 development environment using VS Code and Docker, all inside an isolated container. This is the cleanest, most consistent way to develop modern .NET apps across any platform. First, why use dev containers? They keep your local machine clean, they make it super easy to onboard new teammates, and they ensure that everyone is working in exactly the same environment. Whether you are on Windows, Linux, or macOS, the container setup stays the same. Before we get started, make sure you have these installed. The first one is the VS Code, and next one is the Docker, where we would run the containers, and a couple of extensions that we would like to install on top of the VS Code, that is dev containers and Dockers. Let's start by creating some folders for our project. Name it as .NET Dev Container, and here we need to create another folder .dev container. So inside this dev container, we need to keep two files. One is the Docker file and another is the dev container JSON that contains the metadata of the container. I'd already created some files to speed up the stuff. Copy paste it and I'll open it in this code. As you could see, I had given the name and Docker file where the build should happen, and a couple of extensions that should be installed after the build has been done. Here is the Docker file. This says what is the SDK on which like it would be built. We can also refer this Ubuntu build directly over here. I had refer the SDK 8.0 build to make things more simplified, and also installed the softwares on top of it just for our convenience. All right, let me rename the container name so that like it won't create any duplicates. Here you could see I had already created some containers, and this one would be referring that. So basically for the demo purpose, I can put something also. All right, now you know that we had installed the dev container tools as part of the extension. So let's run dev container reopen in container. So this would basically build your container what was specified in the JSON. Let's open the logs. So those were previous logs, I believe. All right. Now let's explore what are the extensions that are installed. As you could see, these are all the extensions that were installed. As part of this one. Yeah, we had already specified those in our JSON file and now it's available in our container environment. Let's try to run and see like what .NET version has been installed. As you could see, we had installed 8.0 .NET version, which comes as part of the Docker image. But if we try to do this manually, we may need to pull in our Linux version and then install the SDK, which I felt like installing directly from the .NET SDK image would be more convenient and more simplified. And that's it. You now have a clean, portable, and fully customizable .NET 8 development environment inside a container. It is perfect for teams, side projects, and avoiding the "it works on my machine" problem. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. See you in the next video.